So today I've got an update on a Grand Princess South Pacific cruise. We're here on the Norwegian Encore, so I'm going to share a little bit what's going on here. And then also there's a cruise line that is devoting a lot of resources establishing strong ties with places in the Middle East to do more cruises there, which makes me really excited. So we've got lots to talk about today, so let's go ahead and get started. Hi there, this is Allison with Let's Go Travel Tips. Today is Monday, it's November 14th of 2022, and we are here on the Norwegian Encore. So let me tell you about that first. So yesterday we boarded the Norwegian Encore in Miami. We had a beautiful day. You might recall the news that the gangplank fell, and I talked about that for a minute in our live yesterday. She had just gotten back from the Panama Canal cruise when the gangplank had fallen and people had been hurt. I have not seen any updates on that, but yesterday we did see them bring on a new gangplank, and disembarkation and embarkation was delayed, and I think that it was probably because they were needing to take care of a lot to do with that. So I don't mean that in a bad way at all. They absolutely have to take care of what they need to do. So anyway, once we got on board the ship, we went and had a quick lunch in the buffet. The food there was very good. They had lots of variety. You could have pasta. There were several kinds of barbecue roasted chicken and roast beef. They had the standard things like mashed potatoes and gravy, or lots of different kinds of salads, as well as the kind of salads you can make your own. The desserts were really good. It was a really great lunch we had at the buffet. Then in the evening, we ate dinner at the Manhattan restaurant, and it's one of the main dining rooms here on the Norwegian Encore. It was beautiful. It's a beautiful dining room. It's like going to a nice restaurant. Very pretty. We thoroughly enjoyed that. They had a really great menu. Gordon got pictures of that for us. I had, bruschetta and then a Greek salad with that. Excellent, both of them. And then I had chicken piccata, and Gordon had shrimp scampi with lemon and artichoke pasta. He said that was very good. And then I had the molten lava cake that comes with the stracciatella gelato, I think it was, with it, and strawberries. It was very, very good. And so we enjoyed our day here. The food was excellent, and so we're really enjoying our cruise here. The ship is beautiful. I will tell you one thing that I notice every time I get on a ship on Princess. I love the piazza. I love that it's a central part, that there is usually music playing there, that it's beautiful there, that it's just kind of a hub. And I have not seen another ship that has quite the same experience. And that's okay, because they all shouldn't have the same experience. But here, I think that the central kind of area there on this ship has like a sculpture there. It's very pretty. It's just different. You don't sit there and enjoy the whole thing. Then a little bit down there's a lot of seating with a big screen, and so I wonder if that's what they're going to go to a little bit slightly with the Sun Princess, because I noticed that on the photos that they have released and the drawings about the Sun Princess, that there is a large screen in the piazza there. It seems like that piazza will maybe be larger, but you know, it's so hard to see until you get somewhere. So I am really excited to see the Sun Princess, but it's beautiful here on the Norwegian Encore. No complaints at all. We're having a lovely time. So, and today we are on Great Stirrup Key. We are going to go in as soon as I get this done, and I'll tell you about that tomorrow, but we are really excited. They do have one change. Instead of going to Puerto Plata, if I'm saying that right, in the Dominican Republic, we're going to go to Amber Cove. It's right next, they're very close together, but they did list that as an itinerary change on the information that they gave us when we got to our room here. Oh, and also our room steward is named Ma, and he is on the job. Gordon needed to get an extension cord for his CPAP because there's a USB little place by his side of the bed, which would be the one closest to the little sofa there. So they were really nice, brought an extension cord, And so, yeah, no, he's doing a great job. Excellent. So I want to tell you for a minute about, I've got a report from our Let's Go family member who just was on the Grand Princess on the South Pacific cruise of all the marvelous things to get to do. And I thought it gives us a really good window into how things are going right now. Now, one thing that she noted is that they had really good internet and that it was Starlink. So with that knowledge, I feel like I can tell you, I have heard it rumored that Princess is going to get Starlink, but I heard that it wasn't going to be for quite a while, like years, a couple of years. And so I'm really interested that the Grand Princess had Starlink. So if anybody knows anything else about this, go ahead and tell me. But she said that the internet was great. They had no problems at all with it because they had Starlink. So to me, it's going to be really interesting to know, like, are they going to outfit all of their ships? Yeah. So I'm going to see what I can find out about that. But if any of you know anything about that as well, let us know, because to me, that is really big news. So let's see, they were on a 29-day South Pacific cruise. She said that the food was really good. She commented that the staff was amazing, that they were happy, that they did an excellent job. The room steward, his name was George. She said she asked him how many cabins he is supposed to be taking care of. 17. He has been doing this for like 29 years and just as happy as can be, greeted them every time. And you know, I will say that's how my room steward Danny was on the Discovery Princess. I think he probably had that many cabins too, because I would see him way far down the hall working on cabins. But he always greeted me by name. He was very cheerful to me. I just could tell, you know, you can tell when somebody's really tired. So that's why I said what I said. And you know, a lot of times, you know, you would see crew members and they would say, hello, how are you? A lot of times on that cruise they would just walk by you, and I honestly just figured they were tired, if not stressed out, because they just had a lot to do. And then also they had a lot of trouble with the excursions on this trip, and so I loved what she shared that they did. So first of all, several of the excursions that they had booked got canceled, and they got the refund back, no problem on those. But they got to the point that they started going online and booking tours with Viator. And so she said that those all went really smoothly. Now, I know a lot of times that if you are in a certain place and you're not quite as comfortable, or if you're brand new to cruising, you worry a little bit about booking an excursion with someone that's not with the ship, because the nice thing is if you are on a ship excursion and they get delayed, they wait for you. But every time we have ever booked with Viator, with TripAdvisor, with private tour companies, that's what I did in St. Petersburg, Russia, if you can believe it. It went really, really well. We had an excellent time, and they are cheaper than what you're going to get. And the nice thing is you can choose what you really want to do. Like when we were in St. Petersburg, she even had like a set thing of places they would usually take you. And I said, and I had her tuck in some other things, and I wanted to go to the Fabergé Museum there, that's in a palace right there in St. Petersburg, so she put that in, and just some other things as well. So when you go to book an excursion, if you don't see them taking you somewhere you want to go, just ask them, and usually they'll do it. That's what we did in Ephesus as well. We had them tweak it a little bit, had a great tour. But anyway, they were having to do that a lot on this because a bunch of their excursions that they had planned were canceled with Princess. So I just wanted to let you know that's a great resource. If you are having that experience, just get online and see what you can find to do what you would like to do. The other thing that was really good about this, she said that the head officer, Kelly, was in charge of entertainment. They did ballroom dancing classes. They had hula and ukulele classes every day. They had the passengers form into a little choir if they wanted to, and so they sang in the piazza. Just lots of fun activities, and I think you get that more on these longer voyages, because 7 days is just not enough time, and sometimes maybe 14 days isn't either, but 29 days you get to know people much better, and they have the opportunity to do that. She said they also asked like if anybody wanted to do pickleball, and so a whole bunch of people wanted to do pickleball. And she did point out, which I feel like I've shown in a video, but if I haven't, forgive me, that up in the sport court you will notice that they have like these square like bins, and if you lift up the lid on that, you're going to find like rackets, balls, things like that in it. And she pointed out that they had pickleball rackets there, and they had a really fun time playing, and that everything, yeah, just a really great time, excellent entertainment. And so I was really happy to hear that everything was going so well on the Grand Princess, and I really appreciate the update, and I know that it helps all of us kind of know what to plan for. And so if any of you are on a ship and you've got spare time, or you just got home and want to let us know, we would love to hear from you. You can put it in a comment or just send me an email. Our emails are always, our addresses are always underneath our videos, because that really helps us all kind of know, like I said, what to expect, and I'll share it with everyone. Now, the other thing that I wanted to talk to you about is some new developments with cruising in the Middle East. So MSC, as you all are maybe aware, like MSC stands for Mediterranean Shipping Company. They are not so much well, they are kind of still Italian. It's a very European cruise line, and I am really excited to try MSC sometime. I think I shared with you in a video that they apparently have the best pizza at sea. Coming from people that have cruised on all the other cruise lines, that's what they say, because it is made like Italian pizza. It's really good, they say. So anyway, they just have a whole brand new ship, and she is huge. Like, think like what we're seeing with like the Celebrity Beyond, like what we're seeing with the Norwegian Prima, just huge, and what's coming with the Sun Princess. So the MSC Europa was christened yesterday in Doha, Qatar, you know, Qatar. I hope I said that right. And so they christened her there, and they talked about it a lot during the christening, and they were saying that this represents MSC's commitment to not only Qatar, but to the whole Middle East, in helping them with tourism and cruising. And I know that, of course, those people are excited to receive cruise ships, to receive cruise passengers, but you know what? I am really excited to get to go there. It makes me really excited that they are opening up that part of the world to more cruising. And so see, this is another place that we're going to get to go sometime, and I just wanted to put that out there so that you know what to look forward to. Now, there's always a cruise line that people enjoy the most. And I think it's really important for me to say that, because as you know, we usually go on Princess. Last week we did Royal Caribbean. A couple of days before that we did Celebrity for a couple of days. Now, of course, there's things that I like better about some ships than other ships. There are things that I like better about cruise experiences on different ships. But even though I probably, for me at this time in my life, I probably wouldn't do a repeat of last week, there is nothing wrong with the Explorer of the Seas, and there is nothing wrong with that cruise experience. We met the loveliest Let's Go family members on that ship, and they have the luxury that right now they're retired and they can go whenever they want. And it happened to be that, like right now, those cruises on Explorer of the Seas are going for a song. And so they were able to hop on board. She said they've got excellent trivia, the yoga is great, just everything. And so they are having an amazing time. And we had a great time. But I always have to think of things in ways of like trading Gordon's vacation time for it. And so that changes the way I look at it a little bit. Plus, I feel I have a responsibility to you guys. I can't go say everything was perfect there, because then you'll go cruise on them and you'll think, well, it wasn't all just right there, and why didn't I tell you? So I want you to know that. But I thoroughly enjoyed it. Am I going to go on Royal Caribbean again? Yes, I am. I want to try the Oasis class ships, and I am sure that someday when things change and Gordon is retired and we have way more time, that I don't have to think of it like, oh, that's just a week that, you know what I mean? I think you know what I mean. So I wanted to make that really clear. We are thoroughly enjoying Norwegian. I am hearing that Norwegian is really upping their game and really becoming a great cruise line for your family. Oh, scared me. Gordon just is coming in here. The other thing that I thought was really interesting is yesterday when the guy who is in charge of a lot with Norwegian is talking, he was saying that with the Norwegian Prima, now you know that Norwegian Holding Cruise Lines, they have Regent Seven Seas, Oceania, and Norwegian, okay? So they said that with the Prima, they take the beautiful ship kind of looking thing of Regent Seven Seas, they take the passion for excellent food from Oceania, And then they take the family and fun from Norwegian and put all of that together on the Norwegian Prima. How's that? And you know what? So I know some people, they're here with us. They got to be on one of the inaugurals out of Galveston on the Norwegian Prima. They said it was really nice. And I know that our Exploring with Eric, a Let's Go family member, he's got his own YouTube channel. He was on the Norwegian Prima over in Europe, and so of course we watched his videos, and it looks like he really enjoyed the food there as well as the experience. And so, you know what, you guys, things are changing. Everybody is trying to up their game while still, I really feel like, stay who they are. It'll be interesting to see how things change a lot, but when you look at the Norwegian Prima, they have things for families, for children, to keep them entertained and happy. Icon of the Seas with Royal Caribbean is a whole nother level up. Oh my goodness, and it looks like they have got things for everybody in the family. So I just wanted to put that out there. When you're thinking of what cruise line you're going to go on, like, it's just wow these days. Everybody is really moving things up, and like, I think like with Norwegian, they've got 2 new Oceania ships coming. They've got 5 more of the cruise ships like the Norwegian Prima is. The Viva will come out in about 9 months, and then they've got more coming. And so Frank Del Rio talked about how their commitment to going to new markets that they feel are underserved, and to going to more places in the markets they already serve, that they really feel like there is huge demand and a lot to come with cruising in the future. So our cruising future is very bright. So if you've got any questions about Norwegian, let me know while we're on the ship this week. I'll try to find out. And with the conference that I'm here with, World Travel Holdings, Dream Vacations, that I'm associated with, there's a lot of people from different cruise lines on this ship, and so I can try to ask them. I don't know really if they'll want to, but I'll do my best. Okay, so put questions that you've got down below, and I am really happy to try to find the answer out for you. And yeah, questions about anything else as well. So if you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. We need you in our Let's Go family. We've got a very happy future together here. Lots of fun together. We're also, if you appreciate these updates, would you please give this video a thumbs up? I'll be talking to you all again really soon. You all take really good care. God bless you. Love you. Bye-bye.